We have to quit putting the responsibility on God. God is waiting on us. He's waiting on a group of people to be like Chick-fil-A. Huh? Who's going to stand out and say, you know what? We don't care about what nobody think. We know what's right. And we're going to stand on that. And if we stick out like a sore thumb, then so be it. Just better kill me because I ain't stopping. Lift your hands and bless the Lord in the Holy Ghost. Thank Him for the greatness that's returning to our nation again. Come on. Thank Him for the greatness that's going to return to our country again. Remember from whence thou hast fallen. That song we used to sing. America, America, God shed His grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. God has crowned us with glory and honor. Remember from whence you've fallen. God crowned us before the nations and put a golden cup in our hand. Fed us with the best. I've been all over the world. I've been to third world countries. Do you understand how blessed we are here? You were born with a silver spoon in your mouth. If you don't believe it, I'll just send you to a third world country for 2 months and we'll see about how you feel about that. I've been to countries where we've built orphanages and done work, and they were living under little metal huts. That's how they lived. People still living like that in South America, El Salvador. I was there. And I'm not talking about like 30 years ago. I'm talking about recently. You were born with the silver spoon in your mouth if you were born in America. Believe me. The worstest conditions or living conditions in America is still like a king compared to people who live in other nations. You are so blessed. But then you got a lot of people who have the nerve to complain. How can you complain? You complain because you're not thankful for what you have. I've watched people in America complain and complain about this and complain about that, and they're living in one of the greatest nations of the world where they have freedom to become a millionaire on their own. And then they complain about not being able to get a job. What kind of foolishness is that? Make a job. You create it. You understand, in other nations, they wouldn't dare let you have this type of freedom. You wouldn't have this liberty to be able to start a business and become a millionaire. They won't let you do it. You have the nerve to complain there ain't no jobs. The reason why our forefathers established this country the way they did is to give people the freedom to express their own dreams. You cannot forge a dream if you're depending on a handout. I'm going to say it again. You cannot forge a dream if you're depending on somebody else to do it for you. That's not the way this country was established. It was established for you to have no limits, no boundaries. The only people who sink in a nation or an economy like this is people who won't swim. People who will not be creative. People who will not rise up and say, I'll find a way. Those are the only people who die in a place like this because they do nothing. They depend on a handout. God did not create you for limits. He created you for limitlessness. Our nation has given nations of the world, all around the world, Jim, all around the world, in every nation, has given every nation the opportunity to come here and be successful. And they have. The Chinese has come here and been successful. The Koreans have come to this nation and have been successful and has went back and built a whole nation off our wealth. You telling me you live here and you can't do it? Wrong. Wrong. Lift your hands and bless the Lord in the Holy Ghost. Say, Lord, bring us back. Help us remember. Say that. Say, help us remember. Because that's what the Holy Ghost is saying tonight. America, remember. Remember. You have the nerve to blame the government and blame everybody else. And then there are certain cultures, they blame other cultures. Like in the black culture, blame the white man. That's a demon. That's a devil. If our forefathers, like Martin Luther King, can come during the most racist time and forge unity and be successful, and those type of conditions are not even on you, how could you dare complain? You are lazy. You are not a fighter. You get nothing in an economy like this if you don't fight, if you don't forge by war. This is not the time to be the sheep. It is the time to be the lion. Do you understand that? You get nothing in an economy like this, sitting down, twiddling your hands, waiting for a president or anybody else to fix your financial condition or our national economical collapse. They cannot fix it. I know who can. And he's not a president, he's a king. It's a difference.